In this video we're going to look at how we do data validation in Excel. So what data validation is, it's you using a special feature in Excel to stop people adding in stupid stuff. Okay, so you might have a spreadsheet that multiple people use, or even yourself use, and you don't want to be putting in certain pieces of data. So for example, if you're doing a formula that has to use currency and people putting in letters, writing $100 rather than writing just 100, that could break some of your formulas and not work very well. It might be that you're doing some sort of feedback form or input form where you can only have certain values, or it might be like, certain car brands or years or a certain range. So to do this, we can use data validation. So in Excel 365, we have to go to data, and we've got this little button here called data validation. And I can click on that in whichever box or boxes I want to add a validation rule. Now, if you're using an older version of Excel, it will look something like this. So to use data validation, we click the cell we want. So this one, I want to add a validation rule so only Mr., Mrs., Ms. or Doctor can be entered. So I click this and I can choose a list. Now this can be a source, so you can use a range. So I can do it on a certain range, such as I might have a bunch of values in here. Press enter, or I can just type in what I want it to be. So I could just do, so I've got Mr., Mrs., Ms., Doctor, like that, and I can do an in cell drop down or not. So now you can see I can choose Miss, Mr. If I type in something daft like Mr., it'll stop me from doing that. So that's that one. So this one is only whole numbers between 0 and 100. So again, press data validation. Now I want it to be numbers, so I can put whole numbers, and then it's between 0 and 100. Press enter. If I type in 45, it'll work. If I type in 4.5, it will let me. And if I type in minus 1000, it will let me. Next one is a decimal number between 0 and 1. So again, same process. Now I can do a decimal number between 0 and 1. Now, what you may want to do is have some form of message. So you've got an input message and an error alert. So the input message can be, please enter a number between 0 and 1. Let's just sort myself out there. 1, and then I can do the same thing there like that. Now if I get something wrong, I might have this icon that pops up saying so this one, it's giving me a little bit more feedback, a little bit more help. So if I type in minus 90, it says you're supposed to between 1 continue, and then if I type in 0.5, it will work. Next one is a date. So again, press this, go to settings. I'm going to allow a date, and then I need to put my dates in. So within the date year 2015, so first 2015, and the 31st of the 12th 2015. That's okay. If I type in 0906 it doesn't let me. If I type in 2nd of February 2015, it lets me. A maximum of 4 characters is the next one, so I can say text length. Then I can say less than or equal than 4. Or I could put a range in again, so I can put in, can't do that, but I can write in 12. And the last one, very similar. So I could have Ford, BMW, Audi, Mazda, and I can do data validation, list, and I can choose those there, or I could type them. So again, I've got a drop down there. I'll type in Land Rover. It won't let me. So that is your data validation. That was really, really good to do when you've got lots of people using your spreadsheet, because it just means that they can't type in things that you don't want to do. They can't type in incorrect values, and they can't break your spreadsheet. Putting in an input value, like on this one, just also makes it a little bit easier for that user as well. Hopefully you found that useful and helpful, and I will see you in the next one.